Hello, hello. It's me here back again. Just thought I'd do a little video on a build I'm doing at the moment, which is for a mate's bike. Had to strip the bike down and get him to take it away to paint, and it was quite ugly, so he's bringing it back to all glossed up and painted now. It looks pretty good. Here we go. So it's just a basic alloy frame. It's a road bike. It's got a quite nice paint job. I'm pretty stoked with this paint job. It was done by a car painter, not a powder coat this time around. So it's got smooth welds in this frame. So it's just a standard sort of frame. But what we've got is some carbon alloy steerer, carbon fork. Pretty smooth. Looks pretty good actually. It's going to look nice. So I'm going to put this bike together for him. Got a set of wheels. He's got a newer set of wheels here, and he's got an old cassette on an older wheel set that he wants to put that cassette onto this wheel set, swap them around. It's only got a basic group set on it, so here's what I pulled off earlier. This is like a Sora, I think it's 8-speed. So she's pretty simple gears. It's for his boy, so it's not like he's going to race it or anything, just his boy's getting into road cycling, so pretty standard setup. There's a bin full of parts. And get all the parts back into the frame. Got a new cable kit here, a bunch of cables and some bearings for the headset. We'll put all that back into the bike as well. We'll get this bike started. I want to kind of finish it tonight, hopefully finish it tonight. Got to get everything in there. I had to strip everything off it because it's got no hanger or anything on it. So we'll get in there and I'll start doing it now. So I'll get back to you when I'm a bit further along. So I've just got the bars on, I've got the stem on at the moment, got the brakes on, it's got plenty of pad. It's a little bit rusty in there, but in his brake pads, but in his brake bolts, but never mind, it's going to work fine. We'll leave he did the bar wrap for the first time ever. It's not pretty, but I'm just going to leave that on there because it's his first attempt and he was quite proud of it, so we'll leave that there for him. Full high stack. It's for his kid. His kid's only like 9 years old, so it's a small frame and it's a short stack. It's a high stack with a short reach. So we're just going to carry on at the moment. Got the bottom bracket about to wind in the drive side, and then I'll be putting in the back end of the bike. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, we've got the derailleurs back on. We've got the cranks on. We've got the rear derailleur on. The brake on. I think I'm gonna undo his wrap after all that. Rusty brake cables and oxidized, all the cables inside are all pretty gumped up, so I'd rather put on some fresh cables and some fresh internals, so at least it gives these basic brakes a chance to work, because they don't actually have that much spring in them. They're quite weak because they're old rusty springs, so I can lube them up a little bit and give them a tiny bit more play and a bit more power, but yeah, I think I'll just help them along with some fresh cables. That should work alright, but that's where we're at, so we're getting there. It's looking quite good. It's going to look nice, little bike, but it's going to look nice. Right, I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I couldn't resist, like I said. I wrapped his bar from about here upwards. I gave him a bit more wrapping through here. As you can see, I kept it a little bit more even, and always got to finish it off nice and neat through here, as opposed to say his side, which is yeah, I'm going to be redoing this one. I can't handle that, so it's a little messy, definitely needs a little bit of work. Yeah, that's not too good, so I'll rewrap it from about here, even though he's got a bit close here. I'll probably go all the way down here actually. I'll give him a break. Anyway, let's go all the way. I'll undo this and I'll rewrap that. I'll feed a new cable in like I've done with this front one, so the front one's kind of ready to go. I'm just going to put the wheels in, and then I'm going to adjust it all to suit, and that's when you tighten it up and cut your cable. And I know what you're going to say, yes, these are rusty, but I don't have any fresh ones, and it's his bike. He's trying to do it on a budget, so he said they'll do for now, and we'll just leave all those little rusty bolts like that, and that's fair enough. All right, one moment. So I went ahead and I did the front gear instead. Since it's an external cable and I'm just finishing this whole side up of the bike, I thought I'd just do it all now and get onto the other side in a sec. So got the cabling in here, got it fed through the derailleur. It will sit down there eventually, but at the moment it's where it is and it's working. It's all fired up, feels nice because it's got fresh cabling, so that's pretty good. Nice and clean, stainless going through there. So now I'll just take off the bar tape on this side, and I'll probably re-wrap it like I said, and fit some new cables onto this side of the bar. Most of the bike is now cabled up. All the gears are working, so it's kind of good, you know. Yeah, so she's good to go. Good to go there. So all the brakes are working. They're not all dialed up, obviously. I will fine tune everything when I put the wheels on and put the bike on the ground. I want to see if everything's lined up, and then I will put it back in stand and give it a good tune. Like these levers need to be adjusted out. They're not sitting in the perfect position at the moment, but that's pretty much the bike without the wheels. And next is I'm going to swap these cassettes over, put on that fresh set of wheels, put them in the frame, start tuning some gears, chuck a chain on, and yeah, that'll be the next bit. So there it is. The little beast is pretty much finished. Just put the seat down to where it needs to go. It's got all the gearing on it. It's all tuned up, ready to go. It all rides, well, it's going to ride nice, I guess. Yeah, we'll just put it on the ground and make sure it's all lined up right. Okay, well there it is. Looking pretty good. Fresh paint job, fresh set of wheels, fresh cables, all tuned up, ready to go. You know, it's set up for a kid who's getting into road cycling. He's only about 9 years old, so yeah, it's come up pretty damn good. I think his dad will be pretty happy with that, and done on a budget, so he probably didn't pay any more than $200 or $300 for the whole setup, and it's going to make a kid pretty happy. So I'm pretty pleased with the finished product. And stay tuned for the next one. I've got a frame coming, and I'm thinking about doing a custom build on a fixie frame. So stay tuned for that one. Thanks a lot. See you later.